Simulated racing can be awesome, but can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
For those of you who are joining us tonight, welcome to the ISR Cameron Hageman Photography Cup Series here for the BTBA 105 here at Texas Motor Speedway at Fort Worth, Texas. Everything's bigger right here except this track. It's one of the more 1.5 mile ovals here around NASCAR, as we're going to get set to go green here in just a moment. Setting ourselves up for the final race coming at Kansas. Should be interesting on how everybody sorts themselves out there. We just finished our hectic race just last week at Daytona. Had multiple cautions, multiple people showing up, 27 in total in the field. It was really fun to see how that played out. And congratulations to the winner of that race, as we're about to go green here in just a moment. Currently qualifying is underway. Mark Love in second, Robbie Audi in first. Other than that, pretty small field, well, compared to what we had in Daytona. So we have 13 people, actually 12, currently on track. Glenn Burden, the 13th car, who's currently not on track as of right now. We're going to go ahead and step track side, as we're going to go ahead and play the national anthem. Go ahead and stand up out of your seats, stay silent. those who are joining us tonight, welcome to the BTBA 105, 70 laps here at Texas Motor Speedway here in Fort Worth, Texas. Going to show you a bit of stats around here in the racetrack here on the lower right-hand panel here for the information at Texas Motor Speedway. Track configuration in oval, multiple configurations around the racetrack. You can go ahead and take a look at the infield. You'll see a road course right there. Track length 1.5 miles in length. Track turns 4, 1 in each corner. Track elevation at Texas, so it should be high above sea level. 655 feet above sea level. Track temp around 79 degrees, so it's pretty hot. So these cars should most likely wear out with tires and stuff like that. City in Fort Worth, state in Texas, and country in the United States of America. Weather looking fine tonight. Air temp around 65, so track should cool up and grip up some more coming to the later stages of the race. Wind direction going north at 1 miles per hour at humidity at 1%. Overcast skies. Looks a bit bright for overcast, but fog at 0 as we're getting ourselves to set up for tonight's race. Ticker's going to be shown on your top right, top hand of the screen. It should sort itself out once we take the green flag. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and show you the grid for tonight. And starting front row, here in that number 12 machine, that is Robbie Audi, Mark Loves. Row number 2, Angel Singleton, Sertaj Mon. And number 49, Red Star row number 2, Alec Daffin, the two Alex. Alex Burks, row number 3, Corey Budenut, Caden Henry Oaks. Row number 4, Jared P. Bell, Joseph Costello. Costello with a strong run. Unfortunately for him, he got wrecked out at Daytona, I think. Andrew Combs, your ISRC owner, Tyler Tinsley, making a return after Daytona. And that should be all for the night. That should be everybody in for the grid. So the person who did not show up and did register for the session is that number 37 of Glenn Burden. So it's going to be 70 laps around here. Race summary going to be shown on your bottom left hand of the screen. 71 laps remaining. Haven't taken the green yet, but it should be to 70 once we take the green. 70 laps around here. Pits should be around, I'd say 30, 35 on 1.5 mile ovals. We'll see that play out here as pace car gets way down on pit road. The 12 machine of Robbie Audi. Gonna take it to the green flag. Wave that green flag. Let's go racing. There was a bit of contact there on the start as the outside line started to jam up as they make their way off of turn number 4. Everybody's scrambling to find some grip as Robbie Audi takes the start finish line. He'll need lap number 1. The 22 is Singleton. Really good run through the center of the corner. Surprised how much he gained on Audi. Singleton now to the back bumper of Audi. And this track is one of the very few tracks that are multi-groove. Coming to the later end of the stages, you'll see everybody fan themselves out, trying to make their way around coming in. I'm going to pull up the Discord, sorry about that. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the stages, which will be 15, 15, and 40. So our first stage will end on lap number 15 as there's side-by-side for third. Mark Love during Corey Budenut up the racetrack. Budenut losing a lot of momentum. He's now under attack by that number 49 machine as he goes to the inside. Closing out a couple programs so I don't have to deal up with a lot of lag. Make their way down the back straightaway. Audi is pulled away from Singleton a bit. These top two setting a very fast pace as of right now. Relatively short race for an ISRC race. Usually you'll see them go around laps, lap 100. So it should be a quick one. Should last at least an hour or less. actually about 45 minutes. Track timer aiming around 31 minutes remaining. Trouble right behind the 34 hard in the inside wall, collecting the 49 up the racetrack. Oh, nowhere to go for that. Oh my gosh. Alex Burks is also collected in that scuffle. But around goes that number 49 machine of Hageman. Troubles. Up the racetrack he goes. Ooh, just got into the outside wall. The 34 really ran up on him. Had to check up a lot. Don't know if Budenot was upset, but shoved him up the racetrack. That's a hard hit to the inside wall. I don't think Budenot. And oh, Burks had a lot of time before he could get to them. I don't know if he was anticipating that the what do you call it? That the 49 would just stay where he was, or I mean, won't slide up as far as he did, and the 23 will have to use a fast repair for this one. One person in the pits, I think that's Sartaj. And the 23 just blew an engine, so he's going to go down pit road as well. Everybody on pit road as of right now, one person did stay out, that's Alec Daffin. As we go ahead and look onto pit road, everybody taking their pit stops, what's so forth. Most likely Robbie Audi will be out first. Oh, never mind that. Number 22 of Andrew Singleton. Oh man, had a great race off of pit road right there. Wonder who got second off of pit road, but Singleton gonna go and take it to the point. Singleton with really good pit stop, 14.13. Audi hit a 14.7, so he fell back 2 spots, and he's gonna lose not just the lead, but he's gonna be out of the front row here on the initial restart. See Daffin up front. I think Daffin's the Daytona winner. I forgot what happened last week since it flashed by so quickly. Daffin in that number 8 machine, I think he was the winner last race. I think he secured himself into the next round at Kansas, which will be the final round, I think. I'm not so sure of that. I'll need to go ahead and check up with the owner about that. Doubling ourselves up, we won't go to commercial break, obviously. Swinging to Combs, Andrew Combs running his way up into 5th place. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh trading paints right here because a lot of paint schemes aren't loading up for some reason. Don't know if my trading paints is off or what so forth. Here we go, pace car lights are off. Come to the green this time by the number 8 machine, Alec Daffin. Take a look at the top 5 in the bottom left. Alec Daffin, Singleton, Marco Love, Robbie Audi, and Andrew Combs going to be leading out the field. Coming to green, that number 8 machine. On old tires, he did stay out. 8 laps in the books, including caution laps, so it should play a bit of a factor as we go green this time by.
Green flag, green flag.
Another jam up in the outside lane. The outside lane doesn't really want to get going. The 22 of Singleton did not get a good restart, nor did that number 9 machine of Mark Love. So it might have been Daffin got a better jump on that restart, but you can see the tires really coming into play as we got one car in the wall right in the background. I think that's the number 5 machine. Oh! Tyler Tinsley nearly ran into Jared P. Bell as he made himself off the wall. Meanwhile, off of turn number 4, Daffin is into the wall as we're going to have a 3-car battle here. 3 wide into turns number 1. And just about nearly contact. Audi is really trying to shove the issue. Still 3 wide as Singleton rolls the bottom well. They're going to single themselves out. No pun intended. Off of turn number 2. And Daffin's going to lose the top spot as, wow, what a sail in there by Joseph Stella in a 60. He started all the way back in 6th and now made his way back up to 4th. on the restart. Started all the way back in 10th. It's really cool to see him work his way up to the front of the field here on lap number 11. Remember, stage 2 going to end on lap number 15. I mean, stage number 1. So we're coming close here on stage number 1 as a huge jam up right behind there. I think Daffin hit the apron, got a bit loose, and Mark Love's going to go ahead and slide himself to the outside of him. Daffin has a bit of damage on his right side because he hit the wall off at turn number 4 as Costello going to go to the inside of him, going to clear him off the corner. Surprised about that. Daffin really losing a lot of spots as now he's under attack by Caden Henry Oaks on that number 19 machine. 2x2 as they head into 3. Meanwhile, up front, Singleton and Robbie Audi are going to go at it for stage number 1 win. As, ooh, Audi slaps the wall off of turn number 4. You see the sparks fly off of there. And Audi going to lose that momentum. And unfortunate to their pole sitter, he might be out of contention for stage win number 1. Oh, got a car in the wall right behind him. That's Andrew Combs. Can he save it? Oh, P-Bell had to go to the apron just to avoid the 32. And the 78 of Jerry P. Bell using the outside lane to slide himself by the 32 of Andrew Combs. Huge mishap right there after turn number 2. Turn number 2 is really treacherous. Your car could get upset in the corners, roll in the bottom, and it can't grip right. Your car needs to be really set up for it as Costello throws a huge block on that number 19 machine. They're aiming to go 3 wide into turn to the corner as Costello gets shoved out of the racetrack. And that's an eye for an eye right there as Costello threw the block, and unfortunately to him, yeah, that didn't work well for his pleasure. Not only he lost just the spot that he was trying to defend, he's lost more than what he was intending to. As we're on lap 15, so this should be the stage caution right about now. And Andrew Singleton, Audi caught him up in time, but looks like he's not going to get it. And Shuckard for stage number 1 as the 22, Andrew Singleton, will take it. In that number 22 machine. So congratulations to Andrew Singleton for picking up stage number 1. Singleton running a top shelf diecast TSD on his scheme. Audi did hit the wall off of turn number 4. Probably might play dividend. He probably might lose a couple of spots if he does want to pay attention to that fast repair, but everybody just about stable as they head on the pit road for the second trip now. The pit panel going to be shown up on the left hand of the screen. One car going to stay out. That's going to be the... Oh no, that's a wave around. So Audi on pit road. Again, he has that right side damage. Don't know if he's going to repair it or what. He jacks up the left side of that car, and up and away he goes. Singleton going to get out first. Audi's going to come out second. Mark Love going to be coming out third. Kane Henry Oaks out fourth. Corey Budina. There's a lot of right side damage on his car. He had contact, I think, with Costello. Or I think it was somebody else, but he has a bit of right side damage on his car. Don't think it'll play a bit of a factor. It might make his car tight on the longer run. But I was just talking about that turn number 2. How the wall really sneaks up on you if you can't stick the corner right. And myself even has caught up. I've been caught up in incidents off of turn number 2, and the wall really sneaks up on you because the way how the transition works, it flattens out way earlier than some other tracks. So it's really interesting on how turns the exit of turn 2, and also entry into turn number 3. Works out. You could, sort of works on the opposite end. You could roll out the corner. I mean, you could dive it into 3 a bit harder than you usually could on other tracks, since turn 3 transition from the flat to the banking is later. So you just gotta time it out well. And that makes for some really interesting racing coming into the long run. You could roll up the outside and inside lines in 3 and 4. You really have to be to the bottom in 1 and 2. That's where you can't really pass around there unless you shove it into the corner on both the bottom lane. Pacing still going on right now. We're going to go side by side for commercial break. We'll be right back after this. For those of you who are watching the live stream, we welcome you back here at the ISRC Cameron Hageman Photography Cup Series, as we're getting set to go green this time by the 22 machine of Andrew Singleton. Will lead us out to the green flag this time by, he was your stage 1 winner, as we get ourselves back underway. The number 22, oh, spins his tires, sideways he goes. Fortunately to him, he saved it. He's going to be under attack as he head into turn number 1. See, Love really tightened out that corner a bit too much, and just about nearly run around out there as we got side-by-side action. 3 and 4. You see right behind there, the 8 and the 19 going to go at it, but Audi going to lead that lap to the line. Audi is a oh, what a crossover there. This 22 gonna shove himself to the low side, clip the apron a bit, gets a bit loose, as they're gonna go 3 wide right behind there. Love did not get a great 3 and 4, and he's gonna lose 2 spots on that one. Daffin and, oh, contact the 19 around. The 8's gonna go up the racetrack, end of the wall, huge wreck, multiple vehicles involved. A lot of people sliding through the grass, but that 3 wide action, that's too early for that, and around they went. And you saw the action unfold right in front of y'all, as people trying to wrestle around. I think Love got into Daffin in the 8. That's a huge hit for the 9 and the 78 of Jared P. Bell, who's running towards the back. He was just trying to stay out of all the action, and of course, unfortunate to that number 78 machine. You see him right there. P. Bell also involved in that. The 19, I think, it did save it, but there were 3 wide going into turns number 3. A lot of aggressive action going on, and unfortunate to Daffin. Daffin slid up the racetrack. He wobbled just a bit off the corner. Great job for the 19 to lock it down and slide himself back in place to keep himself in contention. But Mark Love and Daffin, Mark Love especially, the culprit of that wreck, one who hit the 8 car, I think, up the track, is on pit road. So one person got to stay out on this one. That's number 49, it's Hageman. He is the one who was involved in that backstretch accident. As Audi overshot this pit stall, had to back up there. I was going to lose him some time. Also staying out, that number 23, Alex Burks. Gonna stay out here as we slide ourselves out. Still in front, Audi, even though he overshot it, he's still gonna be rounded out in third. Sortage only has 5 laps on his tires. Burks has 7, so that ain't gonna play too much of a dividend with the long run speed. Our next stage caution is gonna be on lap 30. So I think Sartaj and Alex really go for stage points as of right now. Sartaj wants to get that stage points as well as Burks. I think Burks is in the chase, so he'll be trying to make his way around in that number 23 machine. Audi, fastest on track in that number 12 machine. He's really trying to make hopefully try to make himself up and away. So here we go. Going to the green flag and next time by. For now, just joining us tonight. This is the ISRC Cameron Hageman Photography Cup Series. It's actually not called that, ISRC Cameron Hageman Photography Stock Car Series. Couldn't fit the name all in the box, so had to shorten it out some way. For the BTBA 105, don't know where you're going to check them out. You're gonna have to ask the league owner about that, which
all right,
is.
Man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
She's over there. We're not going to go green this time by. I think Combs stopped on track and that added a lap of caution. But so that's going to leave us with 4 to go when we take green. So that we play into the 49 and 23's favor. But yeah, you're gonna have to ask the league owner about BTBA and their sponsorship for the race. How to have them on board and represent them here in the ISR Stock Car Series. ISRC. Apologies about that. Our lights are off, so yet again gonna go green. And I'll leave us with about 22, or how about, like, I'd say about till 30 minutes for the race to last. If it were to go green all the way, but we're gonna have a stage caution here in just a moment. Number 49 machine is Sartaj Mon. Top 5 going to be displayed on your bottom left. Mon, Burks, Audi, we're scrambling all over the place as of right now, because one car did not get going there on the high side. And we've seen that all day. As Audi is now gunning for the lead in that number 12 machine, and he has won a race before. Audi won Thompson. As he slides himself up in first, so new tires really putting the new tires to work. Most likely going to pit next time by for the longer run in stage number 3. Everybody making their way off turn number 4. Start-finish line, the 34 machine of Corey Budno. Shoves himself up to the low side as Burks gets past. Up the racetrack goes Costello. Not split up the field as Costello is going to have some problems getting through traffic up front. Everybody really sliding themselves up in line. Let's take 2 to go for the stage number 2. Burks is currently in 4th. That was their stage 1 winner. And, oh, I think they're wrecking right behind there. Yeah, that's, yet again, Alex Burks. And that's gonna end the stage out. And looks like it's Costello who's gonna be the one for the culprit of that one. Costello has been really shoving it into the corners. And with that technique, yeah, you could get a run coming in, but you're gonna wreck some people doing it. And unfortunate to the victim of that, Burks already wrecked out at least once. And Costello had no care for him and just totally dumped him right there. Not gonna put it on Costello for, like, not gonna at least downgrade him because of that incident, but it was definitely Costello's fault on that one. I try to be as non-biased as possible, but when things are so blatant like that, it's sort of hard to point out. So that's gonna end stage number 2, as people are gonna make their way down pit road. One person gonna stay out. And Audi, the number 19 machine, Caden Henry Oaks, gonna stay out. These people have one fast repair. It was Mark Love who won the Daytona race. Apologies about that if I do count it wrong, as Sertage is gonna go with 2 tires. I think Sertage went with 2 tires. Yeah, he went with 2 tires. You see that 9-second pit stop, and that paid out for him. He's going to lower him up to 2nd. But he's going to be on the outside line, unfortunate to him, so he won't really get a run going. And we've seen people, even on new tires, spin it out. Audi has some left front damage on his car. Don't know where he got that from. I think the 34 did repair his right side damage on his car. Don't know if that damage is really going to affect him. Here come to the closing stages. The 23 of Burks. Looks like there's 2 fast repairs. I don't know how many fast repairs are ran in the series. There's probably multiple because I don't see that damage there anymore on Burks' car. I usually live stream races with no fast repairs usually, so yeah. I usually live stream races with no fast repairs, so it's very odd to see cars get back on track with nothing wrong with them. So Audi's been staying out of trouble recently. Audi does have a lot of left side damage on his car, so and he's the only person really spotted with damage. We'll see how that plays out coming to the restart. But he was your stage 1 winner, so congratulations to him. He's doing pretty fine. Started up on top, currently in 3rd as of right now, leading 11 laps. I need to change the ticker down in the bottom left where it says Australia/New Zealand. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to display where they live, but that's sort of not working. I'm gonna go ahead and give a bit of a, self-advertisement right here. If you guys are interested in KMN and broadcasting alongside with me for the RLR, ISRC, and ISCAR, you can go ahead and contact me in the description. You could also PayPal me some money so I could try to get a good actual ticker instead of using the Fox ATVO preset, so I could, actually get some useful information to you instead of using some self-dividend information off of iRacing and stuff like that, so I could show out points and stuff like that. So yeah, you can go ahead and check us out in the description below, as we're getting set to go green this time by number 19 machine, Hayden Oaks, leaving the outside line for the restart. I think Audi is going to get a black flag because of that. Passed the 49 before the start-finish line. Wonder how that's going to play out to him, but up and away goes that number 19 machine of Caden Henry Oaks. Haven't talked about him all day. Started all the way back in 8th. Been running mid-pack most of the time, but he's found himself up front. And that number 19 machine. Haven't had a long run yet for that second lane for that multi-groove. Ready to play Factor in 3 and 4. Ooh, looks like Caden missed that corner. So was Audi. I mean not Audi, but Budina also missed that corner. And they're going to be under attack here by the people right behind them. Singleton really running up here with alongside of, whoa, just about contact right there, but Audi flies his way up to the low side as that damage I was talking about really did it play a factor for him. So he slides himself up to second. Now Costello all the way to the apron. Oh, the track, we got problems. Entering turn number 3. Costello up the track. And that will bring out a caution.
Caution is out.
Tyler Tinsley, the number 5 machine, also involved in that, and that was in the background. I saw a car dive down all the way to the low side of the inside wall, and unfortunate to see another caution to go ahead and reset the field. It looks like Costello. Wow, that's a got loose a bit more off the straightaway. And a big hit there with Tyler, who had nowhere to go. Costello just wanted to save the car. He could have rolled it on the bottom, entering 3, and try to slide himself back in line, but unfortunate to him, that wouldn't work his way as pit stops yet again. No surprise, everybody's up and in. The 60 gonna stay out. Just go ahead and slide himself in next time by. I think the 60 just spun it. Yeah, Costello just spun it under caution. Don't know what he's thinking right now. Meanwhile, on pit road, pit stop's going to be shown on your left-hand panel. As we're off, and looks like the 19 machine, ooh, the 22 of Singleton got a great pit stop right there. And up and away he goes. He's going to make up a position on that, so Oaks is going to stay on the go. Kate Henry Oaks is going to stay on the person with the fresh tires. This one. We'll see if Costello, yeah, most likely Costello's going to make his way coming in. Costello's not having a great run. Didn't have a great run at Daytona. I think he's in the chase as well. So that's really unfortunate to him. As Costello going to go ahead and slide himself in line on pit road, and he's going to go ahead and take his pit stop. So that's going to round up the 19. Caden Henry Oaks into the lead. Pace car lights are still on. We're going to go ahead and go side by side for commercial break. We'll be right back after I check up on a couple things.
So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers. Oh, there we go! They touch!
This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Wonky! Down to the inside of Hookie's off!
Passenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down, hand over my crown, hand over my heart. I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up, I'll never go back down. Hand over my heart, I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
If you're not just joining us tonight, welcome here for the ISRC Cameron Hageman and Photography Cup Series. Double file yet again. I don't know how many cautions we had, but not a bit too many. As we're doubling up for the restart, that number 19 machine on the outside lane gonna go ahead and lead the field to the go. Had 5 cautions, 18 laps under it. So half the race has been ran under caution. Well, a bit less than half, only 2 laps difference. 6 lead changes, but most of them under caution and stuff. So our fastest lap of the 20.668. As we're gonna head ourselves up to the green this time by a space car gonna make its way onto pit road. And the green flag is out.
Green flag, green flag.
We're clean a restart this time by everybody as going to be sorting themselves out right behind. The 78 did not get a good restart on that one. And the 78, Jared P. Bell, he was involved in one of the later incidents off the corner as he's in the wall. He does have damage on his right front, so ain't going to play nicely to him. As 22 Singleton gonna make his way to the inside of the track. Singleton draws his way through. Audi is trying to go with him as Caden now loses the lead. This is where you could really stay side by side off people, but Caden really didn't want to hold that outside line. Audi now slides himself up to second. Audi is shoving it into the corner really hard. There might be a battle for third going on right behind them. This Corey Boudin has another caution, unsurprisingly, going to come out. And it looks like it's the number 5 machine, Tyler Tinsley, that goes around on the back straightaway. Actually, I had 2 separate incidents. Tinsley is blinking in and out, and he hit the wall, and ran into the wall he goes. Also had Costello, who was Costello was blinking in and out, and around went Costello in the 16 machine. Went onto pit road, not having a great day, and Costello's day goes from bad to worse. Tinsley on pit road. Love has been on pit road ever since his wreck out. But yep, under caution yet again, unfortunately, as most likely people are going to go down pit road. Well, with a lot of cautions, might as well go ahead and stay out. That really played up favor for the number 19, Caden Henry Oaks. Caden stayed out one time, and he shuffled himself up to the top 5 now. So Caden, he's gonna go gas only, and he's up and away. And we're still within, no, that, I think this series runs 50% fuel, so yeah, we're definitely past the pit window, so people don't really have to pit for whatsoever. And the 19 of Caden Henry Oaks gonna slide himself up to the front, and Oaks just went with 2 tires, booted up. And the 34 also 2 tires on that pit stop. I'd say that's a good call. As I said, forming ourselves back to the cautions. Good nut goes with 2 tires, and he makes his way up from, I think, 4th to 2nd. But that also plays a bit of factor that if only 2 people take 2 tires, they're most likely gonna get ran over by the people right behind them. And Budenot was in 4th at the time. He wasn't all the way in like 8th or 9th like the 19 Caden Henry Oaks was before he did his strategy of staying out. So I don't know if that's going to play a big benefit for Corey, but I see the benefit with 19 Caden Henry. Well, I don't really have much to talk about since I don't know the point situation and stuff like that. How about we go ahead and say hello to chat, which is currently empty. Actually, never mind. If anybody on chat is watching the race, you can go ahead and drop down a question. I'll go ahead and answer as soon as possible. Got a total of 6 viewers. Oh, I don't know how many viewers we have. So right now, I think we only have like 6. Oh, actually 11. I've been lied to. So we got a handful amount of people watching. For those of you who are watching, thank you all for joining the live stream. I do this for fun, so even though I get money off of it, not a lot. Most of it goes to the league funding I do, ISRC and stuff like that. So I want to thank you all for joining us today here for tonight. And if y'all are now just joining us tonight, this is the ISRC Hageman Photography Cup Series. Obviously, getting ready for the restart, that number 19 machine, Caden Henry Oaks. Did I say Caden Hageman Photography Cup Series? I don't even know what I said. Shrug it off. Anyway, coming to green this time by 19, picking the outside lane yet again for the restart. Don't know if that'll play dividend coming up to the final restarts, but he's been starting up on the outside. I just guess he just wants to, but it's whatever. Green flag up and away, and the 34 of Budenot did not get going, and Burks, who's starting in 4th, is going to make himself all the way to 2nd. And the 2 fastest cars from 4th and 5th. Oh, Audi got tight right there, had to slide up the racetrack. Singleton now goes to the low side of the 34 of Budenot. Now the battle for 3rd goes in, and the 34 slides up the racetrack, trying to get a run off the corner, and indeed he does. And we're just talking about multi-groove racing. There it was right there. The 34 using the middle line to defend off. The 22 contact as Audi and Audi and the 22 Singleton got together. Audi tried to slide himself in line with an aggressive move, and both of them made contact. A great save by the number 12 machine of Audi, but he definitely wasn't clear. But meanwhile up front, lead change, number 8, Alec Daffin to the front. And Daffin, I think this is first lap's being led. No, it's his 5th lap being led. But Daffin now gonna reclaim the lead from that number 19 machine at Caden Henry Oaks. And there's a huge gap from 3rd on back to the leaders. And we'll see if Budenot can try to defend from 22, Singleton. Singleton's definitely faster than the 22, as Audi shoves himself to the low side, just got the 49 of Hageman, loose up the racetrack as both of them swap spots. The 78 of Jared P. Bell right behind them, leading a pack of 4. You see Burks, that's Combs, and Costello in that pack. Had a pack of 4 right here. So Hageman sort of losing it. What? Leading this pack is the 34, and he's in 3rd place. Oh, he opened the door. 34 opened the door to the bottom of the racetrack, and here comes everybody else. And I think Audi is going to be pleased about what happened with him and the contact there in turn number 1 and 2. Turns number 1 and 2. Oh, Budinok could have made a crossover. Well, here we go. The fight for whoever's fastest. It's going to rage on coming into 3. I mean, coming into 1. And Audi. Gonna go to the point. Budinok got a bit tight. Oh! I think that's Costello yet again. Don't know how many times he's... No, that's Combs. Andrew Combs is stopped on the racetrack. No caution. I think he's stuck on the wall. Yeah, backs it up. Still stuck on the wall. Where's the leader? There he is. That's Daffin. And Combs gonna go ahead and tow it. Speaking about leaders, the 19 machine of Caden Henry Oaks has just disappeared from 2nd. And he scored now 1 lap down, got 1 car on the grass. That's Jared P. Bell. And we eliminate another one of the back markers. And Daffin has a huge lead. So Daffin has a pretty marginal lead over Audi. So if this thing goes green, and which it's aiming to go green all the way, because everybody's just about spread out now, I think Daffin has just slid himself into another win. Ooh, Audi, really tight right there. Audi is not running as fast as Daffin is. Daffin, with the speed out of nowhere, basically. Haven't seen him run up front. He's only led a minimal amount of laps. Fortunate to him, if Audi does start to gain some momentum somehow, if Audi tries to gain somehow start to gain momentum, I think he's too far back. He's gonna have to cash a caution, and with Combs and Combs now coming out, with with the 78 Joey P. Bell now out, Costello not really much of a factor, as well as Combs not much of a factor. So none of those people are really grouped together. I don't think we'll, unless there's a single car wreck that somehow shuffles up the order. I don't know, it might be close, to be honest. Last time by, the fastest lap that Daffin has made is a 28.737. Last lap was just about a second off, 29. I mean, did I say 23.737? No. 28.737 for the fastest lap. 29.629. Audi is not running as fast as he did, so I think that damage is starting to come into effect on the long run. That right front is not looking well for him. I mean, left front. You see him right there as he goes across your screen. So, Daffin Started all the way back in 5th. A superb qualifying effort, but he has made his way back up front. So, and I did confirm off my last live stream with ISRC, this is the last winner, last week's winner. So Daffin trying to go for 2 in a row here tonight as we hit 62 out of 70. It's coming close. Daffin, Audi was faster that lap, so these people are definitely close on lap times. Singleton is also there as well. The top four's times have all been within around 29-30 range, high 29, low 30 ranges, except for the 49 of Sertaj Mon, who's currently sitting in 5th. He ran a 30.3. Daffin with another blazing lap, ran a 29.9, which is good for a long run. People are slowly, and I mean, this is what long run speed does. You could show your skills out. Unfortunate to Daffin, he had the long run speed, and he's starting to pull away now. So Daffin's most likely going to go 2 in a row unless we get a caution, and he has to hold his breath. We've seen late race restarts in which things don't go well, not only in this series, but in other series as well. ISRC, RLR, ISRC, as I mentioned. So he needs to survive at least one more lap for this to play out his way. Oh, around goes the 23 of Burks. That ain't gonna bring out a caution though. Fortunately. And this is the longest run we've ran all race. 21 laps now. And we run 50% fuel. I'm supposing these people won't run out of fuel. Audi is sluggish off the corner. Into the wall he goes. Singleton's catching Audi slowly. Singleton didn't run a great lap that time. 3/10 off of what Audi ran. So we're within that 5 to go range now. So Daffin is aiming himself to go 2 in a row here at Texas. So what a great comeback for him. Again, we haven't really talked about him mid-race during Stage 1, Stage 2. I think he did win a stage. I don't know about that, but other than that, not much talk about him. It was all about Audi and Singleton and how they could run the track. Actually, 3 to go this time by. Well, for a second, not really heating up. Audi and Singleton. See the car get off the wall right there. 2 to go for Daffin. Daffin won Daytona in a last-ditch effort to make his way around the number 9 machine of Mark Love. Mark upset about that, and this is just going to add salt to the wound. But in Alec Daffin's eyes, for him, this momentum with 2 wins in a row, he's going to be a very happy man as he makes his way down the back straightaway for the final time. Oh. What a way to end out a race for Alec Daffin. And congratulations to him. Alec Daffin going to win Texas Gonna go 2 in a row. Daytona and Texas here during the chase, and that's gonna add up for his points. And congratulations to that number 8 machine. Daffin, Audi gonna come out second. Singerton gonna run third. Budanot gonna be running out fourth, and Sartaj Mon gonna be running out fifth. Results gonna be shown right on your screen. Daffin, obviously your winner. The spaces are blank because I don't have the right Chevy logo posted on there. Guys, Tinsley, Mark Love, and Glenn Burden with a DNF. Burden actually didn't even make the race. But yeah. And Burden got down right here in the front straightaway. That is Alec Daffin. Number 8 machine, Costello, giving him a congratulatory bump. He finished out 6th. But Daffin could go ahead and take it to the checkered flag. Congratulations to him. And that number 8 machine going 2 in a row as he makes his way backwards on the ledges level. Congratulations to him. We're going to go ahead and step trackside. We'll be right back for interviews. Top 3, it'll be Alec Daffin, Robbie Audi, and Andrew Singleton. We'll be right back after this.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
And we're back here live here at Texas Motor Speedway as we just finished out a race. I don't know what number this race it is. We're gonna go ahead and drag in Daffin into the booth. Robbie and we're gonna go ahead and drag in the 3rd place runner of the night. Gonna go ahead and drag him into the booth. Singleton, you started 3rd and ended out where you started in 3rd. Led handful of majority of laps, won a stage as well. Talk about your run tonight, man.
Yeah, I came in here with very little practice. Probably should have practiced more. Yeah, I got it 3rd qualifying. I was not confident in the car though. First stage felt good, but I knew Robbie was so much faster than me. I knew that from the beginning. Second stage, I got caught in traffic, which kind of sucked, but it happens. And then 3rd stage, I just could not catch Robbie.
Yeah, how did that long run play out for you in the end? Were you experimenting around with lines and stuff like that, or you were just straight for it, trying to finish the race in 3rd?
Well, what I was trying to do is I was trying to be as consistent as possible because I did not want to hit that wall. I know Robbie hit it multiple times, but it for some reason did not slow him that much. But yeah, so what I was trying to do is I was trying to switch lines, but at the same time I was just trying to be consistent.
Alright, man, with a 3rd place run, any sponsors to thank for tonight's race, man?
Top Shelf Diecast, my main sponsor. that's all. Yeah, Top Chef Diecast.
Alright, 10-4, man. Congratulations on the 3rd place finish, man.
Thank you. And last, I want to say thanks Combs for hosting the ISRC, and thank you guys for broadcasting, and thanks everybody else. Congratulations. That number 8 car was fast. Yeah, congratulations to everybody tonight, and thank you guys.
Alright, man, that was Andrew Singleton in the 3rd place. Gonna go ahead and round him out in the racetrack. Congratulations to him for 3rd place. We're gonna go ahead and drag in Robbie. Robbie, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Robbie had a bit of damage there towards the long run. Did that play a big factor coming up to the long run there? And you couldn't catch the 8 car in time there for the end.
No. Damage wasn't really affecting me, just made it tight. I did not get enough fuel in the car somehow in the last pit stop, so I had to save. So that was my issue.
Ooh, yikes. I didn't really pick up on that, so that's very unfortunate for you. How many gallons? Was it just like you trying to sort out things on pit road correctly before you came in, or was it just a mistake on your part?
I don't know. I don't know how I didn't get enough.
Very interesting. Oh, very interesting. Never really heard that before, but very unfortunate for that. How was the car tonight, man?
It's just really fast. It's just every time we got a caution, people would take 2 tires or stay out. We couldn't really get the track position we needed. And on that last green flag run, I wasn't really expecting to go green flag. And then I got shuffled back to like 5th or 6th because I was just in a bad lane on the restart. And then I had to make my way through, and by the time I got to 2nd, my tires were gone. I had to save gas.
That's very unfortunate. But you rounded out 2nd. Any sponsor thank for tonight's run?
No, I'd just like to thank BTBA, Mark Love. That's it.
Alright, 10-4, man. Robbie Audi finishing out 2nd start on pole, but unfortunately not, he could have rounded out up top. Thanks for watching. Thanks for talking about something.
Anytime.
And we're gonna go ahead and round out our first, rounded out with our 1st place runner, Daffin. You started all the way back in 5th, changed up 4 positions, all the way to the lead, and you closed out yet again up top for the 2nd week in a row, man. Let's talk about your run.
Well, I missed the start because I was doing some chores, but stayed out and got the lead at the end of stage 1, got 5th out of it, then caused a wreck in stage 2, but stayed in it. Then I think I was 4th on the last restart. Got a really good restart. Then the 19 made a little mistake. Got around him, and then I just basically cruised to the win after that.
Yeah, man. We didn't really see you running up front. Only led about like a quarter of the race. How was your car, man?
I was handling pretty good. I mean, a little bit tight at times, especially when you're on the bottom of somebody. But man, once I got up front clean air, I felt fine. I was just hitting my marks, just staying focused, and yeah.
Yeah, man. This is the 2nd week in a row you've found yourself out front. With this momentum coming into Kansas, how are you feeling confident about for the Final 4?
Well, I should have been 3 a while for had I took initiative, but I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I got some good tracks coming up, I think. So just go stay focused the rest of the way and hopefully close out this chip.
Alright, 10-4, man. Any sponsors to thank for tonight's race?
I think Team HRT Sport, thank Craft Jerseys, thank you for doing the broadcast, the 2 Andrews for playing on the league, and everybody for racing.
Alright, man, 10-4. Congratulations on the win yet again.
Thank you, Tickle.
That was Alec Daffin, started out 5th, gonna round out in a 1st place, and gonna go ahead and close it out for tonight. Thank you all for watching. This has been the ISRC Cameron Hageman Photography Cup Series, and it has been one heck of a run for tonight. Had a lot of cautions, unfortunate to us, but rounded out with a clean race to the end. Thank you all for watching. This has been K-Men Radio and Broadcast, Premium Images and Words. We'll see you tomorrow for the RLR Scrambler Series, there for the finale. Gonna be fun to see how that's gonna play out coming towards the end. Thank you all for watching. Hope you rate, hope you comment, hope you subscribe, and of course, hope you do something good in life. Yet again, we're gonna have a lot of broadcasting plans for 2019, so we're gonna release a video on how that's gonna play out coming to the end. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.